First brand transformation, that's really my role, procurement transformation. It's about bringing about a procurement excellence within First Brand in a holistic manner. We have, as a bank, investments in procurement going back to the inception, but the one area where we have not fully exploited is the area of our group synergy. We enjoy very good practices at a brand level or a franchise level, and it's about how can we harness this and improve further and not waste, essentially. First Brand is a very innovative, owner-managed culture, very entrepreneurial. Those are the values of the company. So being entrepreneurial, we also value enterprise. So procurement, in terms of how we present ourselves to business, is that balance between performance and conformance. We're not all about governance and you shall and thou shalt. Certainly not. We're looking at procurement within the time to market concept. So if I had to give you an example, I think examples sometimes illustrate points better. If RMB, for example, were wanting to go into Africa, into Nigeria or any of the other countries, and needed to establish infrastructure to work in an office, buy a building or set up a building, the thinking around procurement is, what can we do to get RMB on a time to market basis? It's not about purely, it's a 20 million rand project, how much can we save, how much can we govern? It's also about making sure that the billion rand we're going to make in turnover is not compromised by procurement having a very narrow, conformance and tender kind of regime. To the journey of transformation, I think the important thing is relationships, supplier relationships, internal customer relationships. There again, procurement operates in a consistency with our external view of the customer. In procurement, we are adopting a culture of begin with the customer, end with the customer mindset, internal and external customer. I'll talk a bit about what we're wanting to do on the external side to support procurement's role. But internally, one of the mottos that we have in business principles for First Brand procurement is to run it like a business. Run procurement like a business. Have a customer mindset. Be commercially minded. Have a attitude of getting people to buy. In having said that, I think what we have done very well is also preserving this relationship aspect. If you look at FMB, FMB talks often in terms of the customer relationship about rewarding relationships. Now we similarly look at our suppliers in a similar light, and I've got a saying to the suppliers, I strongly encourage all our suppliers to focus on long-term greed. Short-term greed doesn't pay the rent, but certainly long-term greed to me is responsible behavior, profitability, and all the things that go with that. And we are building strategic relationships on an ongoing basis at a group level to complement those that exist at a brand level.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.